And I've gone to summer camp 4 years now, and every year afterwards I think, this was it, this is the best it's going to get. I don't know what we're going to do next year, because we can't top this. And every single year God's like, hey, watch this. He just blows it out of the water every time. It's amazing. And just like every single night, even the first night off the bat, the worship was so good. Every person got hit. Like if you ask anybody, there's not a single person that was there that would say they didn't feel the power. It was just so strong. Like sometimes during worship, I would just stop and I would look around, and every single person was getting hit emotionally, spiritually. It was so cool. And then Justin's word was just on point. Like God really spoke through him this week. Like the theme, sort of the overall theme was illuminate. And like that really spoke to me because we get this camp high where you go to camp and you're there and it's amazing. You get such a spiritual experience. And you kind of ride that wave for a couple weeks, and after like week 3, you're back to what you were before. And so he spoke about illuminating and how we're supposed to be a light for God and how people should see that. And I really think this time it's for real. We're going to illuminate and we're going to bring the kingdom back to this generation.
Amen. Come on, God.
We even had these 2 girls that we met at the lake. They weren't part of our youth group. We met them. And they saw us, and they wanted to come back, and they joined us for all the word, and they hung out with us for a couple days. It was so cool. And just personally for me, one of the nights Justin talked about iniquity, and how that can build up, and it can cause a lot of sin. And that was a big thing for me. I had a lot of bitterness and just indifference in my life. And so Tim Bryant came over, and he prayed for me, and oh my gosh, he broke so much off of me. I feel like I don't have to stand by and watch things happen to my family. I can intervene. I can deal with it. And just another time, pray for my family. We've been going through a lot lately. Like, my dad's in the hospital. My mom's the only one working. She's thrown her back out. She can barely walk, and sometimes she still does it. She's amazing. And we just had Noli. I want to thank Noli and Jacob. They prayed for me. We had everyone lay hands on me. And they prayed, and I believe it this time, we're getting out of that. We've hit our low and we're going up now. And then I got getting closer to everyone was so good. Like, there's some people that I would never have talked to before, but since we're at camp for 5 days, what am I going to do? Pretend they're not there? So Kobe. I didn't know Kobe was so cool, but I never talked to him before I'd seen him, and Kobe's awesome. Dang. Just even Haley, she's such a light now. She used to not talk to anyone. You saw that. And then specifically I want to mention Isaac. He's a man. Every single night he was getting major breakthroughs in the Lord. Just every night he was getting hit hard. I just want to say, dude, I'm so proud of you, man. Love you, dude. We'll call him up later. And then after Zach, it was the last day during worship. It was our last worship set. Zach walks up and he says a few things. And he's just talking because, Zach's moving soon, so it felt like a goodbye. And he was just saying how he loved us all. He's so proud of us. He's talking to people. And then he calls me out, and he walks over to me, gives me a hug, and he anoints me with what he has. He said he's seen my heart, and I'm a leader, and I just have such compassion. He's anointed me. And Zach, I'm going to carry it. Thanks.
Most of you know me. Some of you don't. My name's Jake. My family went to this church for 10 years, and we just recently had to move because of my dad's job, but I'm shaking so bad. But like Josh said, we got there, and this is the first year that I think the Spirit has moved heavily every single night. I mean, every night we're, whether we're running around the sanctuary or, on our faces in the front, it was awesome. But it just wrecked me seeing the growth in Josh and all these guys that I grew up with. And then I want to call out somebody specifically is Anthony. I don't know if he's here, but the first night, Raymond was talking about the worship thing, let him know worship God to me, go pray for him. And it's not even, I just prayed for him, and then walked away, and not even 5 minutes later, he's up in the front, his hands up. Anthony doesn't talk to anybody, he's a really quiet, shy kid, and he's up in the front with his hands up, and it was over the week, it was just awesome. And then I gotta go for my next week. And then I thought, I was just gonna go to see old friend, but then I got to, pray for him. Things that I've wanted to see broken off of his family for so long. Things that I've been praying for like my entire life, as long as I've known him, and getting to be the one to help break those things off of him just broke my heart, and it was so good to just be able to just weep over it. And I mean, like Justin said, in the middle of his message, and we're just in a circle on the floor praying, and he's just preaching away. and then I got just absolutely wrecked. I mean, Pastor Ed came up and we were breaking off and just this string of rejection that's followed me ever since I was just a little kid. And like all this anger that's come from that, and it's just like, I mean, I bawled, and then Noli started praying for me, and I cried for like 20 minutes straight. I don't cry, like ever. And Noli just made me like bawl. And then these guys, I was just sharing like a little bit of what happened to me since I've been gone, and they just started praying for me for healing for my back and my knees, and it's like, that's so awesome. Like, Rayma, who knew she could pray like that? Like, what is this? and then I just want to thank Sam and Katie for letting me just pour out my heart to you guys this week. Like, just everything that's been in my heart, and Zach too. Just letting me break my heart to them, listening to me cry myself to them. And then Ben and Justin for just letting the Spirit move through them and just being accepting, Who preaches with like 12 kids in the middle of the floor, like half of you on the floor crying, right? And just, I mean, it was just awesome. I think this is the best camp, and it's going to be even better next year.
All right, my name is Cameron, and most of you know me, and I know most of you, but yeah. So, well, this year at summer camp, I experienced a miracle, and it was the most amazing thing in the world, like, ever. And, all right, so I'm going to tell you what happened, or my backstory, I guess. So, about a year ago, playing baseball, it was the week after camp last year. I had destroyed my left knee playing baseball, and so I think I had 6 things wrong with it, and then a week later I did it to my right knee, but even worse. And then so, like 6 months passed, we got it checked out. The doctor said there was no hope for me. I was never going to be able to play sports competitively again, but I still did anyway. But the doctor said that I wasn't going to heal until all my bones were finished growing, so 21 around there. So he said I couldn't play sports. So about a month before camp, it was at baseball practice, and I felt a snapping while I was catching, and a bone that has been in between my growth plate and my kneecap disappeared, and it was snapped and it was gone. It's in this knee, or it was in this knee, both knees. But I was missing a bone in my right knee, okay? Yeah. Alright, I couldn't run, I couldn't jump, I could walk, but without my braces, I was kind of helpless. And so, I came into camp with a lot of doubt in God, because, the week before this happened, it was summer camp, I was super hyped, and then I totally get, this disadvantage in life, why would this happen to me right after I was so full of God? So I kind of got, a lot of doubt, and I kind of had a grudge against God. I never really noticed until camp. I didn't know that I was holding this grudge against God, but one night, I was praying with Isaac, and I told him a lot about my life, and I just spilled everything to him, and he helped me break a lot of chains, and that was awesome. That was Wednesday night. And then, so Thursday night was the most amazing night in my life. So we all lined up in the front of the church. I don't know why we were doing this, but we all lined up, and they were just all the leaders came up to pray for people, and Sam chose me. And so Sam was praying for me, he kept touching my knees, he would pray for me, and then so I feel this bone emerge in from my knee, and I could just feel total healing. And then, the rest of the night I just was running around, and I'm totally healed in my knees, and for listening to me. I told him so much stuff that one night, like 20, 25 minutes of me just telling you everything. And then I want to thank Isaac, Sam, Zach, and other Isaac also. That's it. I mean, it's okay that